Hey, what's up everyone? Danny and Alex. In this video, we're working MMA. Today is Friday, so MMA drills, and we're gonna show you guys how to stand back up when someone's trying to strike you from your close guard position. All right, guys, so here we are. Alex is falling on his back. I'm on top. I'm the aggressor, and I'm trying to hit him. That's why I've put some small light gloves here right now. And I'm gonna try to mimic some punches while he tries to defend. That's the drill. He has to learn how to defend the punches. So number one, when you're on your back, if it's MMA rules, it's one thing. But if it's street fighting, self-defense rules, that's a totally different ball game, right? So we're kind of like, when we train, we like to keep both in mind, okay? So for sport, and for also real life self-defense situations. But either way, we have to do three things. Number one is always control the attacker. That's the number one thing, okay? So if I'm just laying here on my knees and he does nothing, he's not controlling me, of course I'm dangerous because now the punches will be coming to his face and his body. So he needs to control that first. So number one, he wants to control my wrists. So double wrist control, or at least one wrist control, right? If he doesn't have the other, at least one, okay? And now, of course, if he's not holding this one, he should expect that this is the one I'm gonna strike with. So he has to cover, or try to cover and block, or wrap my arm, okay? Either way, he has to be aware of that. So that's the number one thing. If both hands are here, that's beautiful for him. And if I don't know jiu-jitsu or mixed martial arts, there's a lot of times I'm gonna be posting my hands on the mat. So that's great for him. He's gonna go for a kimura attack or even a sweep. But we're gonna talk about how you should behave when you're here. So we're gonna show you guys two different things. We're working on a couple of things. We'll show you two of them. The first one is he doesn't want me posturing up like this, because when I'm straight up in a 90 and my shoulders are upright like this is the perfect range. This is the exact range I wanna have to start hitting him as the attacker. This is not where he wants me to be. He wants to close that gap, but because we're not on our feet right now, he can't close the distance. How is he gonna do this? He's gonna wrap, just like a Muay Thai clinch, he's gonna wrap my neck and he's gonna hold on as tight as possible, right? And a lot of times, not always, a lot of times people are right-handed, so he's gonna start to lean where my right hand is, in this case, this side. That's where he wants to look, because this is, once I'm stuck, if I don't know jiu-jitsu or I don't know mixed martial arts or I don't know combat sports, I'm just a street fighter or a thug, a lot of times my escape positions are gonna be to try to hit him at all times. I'm gonna try to just free my head by trying to hit him, even if I don't see it, like a haymaker punch. So if he's controlling my head here, he wants to be aware of this hand. Of course, I can't do much damage, but he still wants to be aware of it so he doesn't get hit in the face. That's the number one rule. So he wants to control the head. Where the head goes, the body will follow. That's a rule of thumb in fighting, okay? So as he's controlling here now, if I can't reach his head, I'm gonna try to reach his body. So now what he's gonna do is gonna bring a high guard. He's gonna bring it higher here. So now I don't have that range of motion anymore to try to hit him. So if I do, it's gonna be rabbit punches. And there's no power in that, right? So the range of motion for me to bring my elbow back to generate power is gone. He's neutralized that, and he's also neutralized the distance by controlling my head. That's the number one thing. Now, we'll turn this way a little bit. What Alex wants to do, he doesn't want to stay here all day. He's going to be controlling the opponent and the situation for a few seconds, but now he wants to get out of there, right? So if it's real self-defense, you want to get out of there. You don't want to start playing jiu-jitsu, right? You want to get out of there and defend yourself and even walk away. If it's mixed martial arts, maybe he's a striker and he wants to take the fight back up to its feet. So when he's ready to go, what he's going to do now, he's going to start to push and frame on one side. Palm on the shoulder, forearm on the neck, and the point of the elbow at the opposite shoulder, right? Now, he's gonna release the guard, post, go up on his elbow, and all the way up to his hand. And notice how his fingers are pointing behind him. That's really important. So he wants a strong support. He wants a good base here, because I'm gonna be trying to push him back here. So by posting his fingers backwards, now he has a strong base. Now, the opposite foot on a diagonal, so the back foot, is the one that's gonna press onto the ground. So he can raise his butt off the mat and now scoot out and stand up in base, and he stood back to his feet. So for self-defense, this is great. We wanna get out of there. And for mixed martial arts, maybe he wants to take it back to its feet so he can start punching and kicking once again. Okay, let's take a look one more time. So I'm here in a closed guard position. The number one thing, he closes the gap, right? So he holds on here. I can't punch effectively. So now he's going to bring the high guard. So now I can't even hit the body effectively. Once he's ready, he's going to split the frame. Boom. And now bring this up. Post. And that's really important to post on your hands. And then from here, post his foot. And now create distance so he can stand back up. Now, come back here, Alex. One thing that's really important, I like details. And the detail is this, frame me. Now come up. And up. Freeze. If this was mixed martial arts, I'm going to try to reach for the single leg position. So he wants to have his arm in the way to block this. And now he can underhook and start to bring me back up to my feet as we stand up. Okay, so every time you start to scoot out, stand up in base, always be aware of the guy shooting back in. Okay, that's the first position. Now the second position I want to talk about is just getting out of there using a push. Okay, so maybe this time he wasn't able to control my head. Okay, so when we're here in this position, I'm already here, or maybe I broke free, right? Maybe I was able to break free, and now he knows punches are coming. So we'll show you this angle, then we'll switch around, show you the opposite side. I'm going to throw the big bomb, the haymaker, right? So I'm not always going to be throwing like boxing style punches. From here, it's going to be a big haymaker punch, which he wants to catch. The moment he's here, this is not enough. He doesn't want to stay there. If he just blocks and comes back to his shoulder, I'm going to punch again, and we're going to do this all day long, and there's a big chance that one of the punches are going to land. So as he blocks, he wants to shrimp and frame with his knee shield now. So the knee shield is going to be underneath the arm. So make no mistake, the arm cannot be here, or nothing's covering. If I push the knee, I push the arm. He wants the knee supporting the arm, which is the arm is blocking my arm, and that's the shield, right? So this is where it's solid, right here. Now what he wants to do is take the top foot and push it on my waist to push me away, and now he could stand up in base and take the fight back to its feet or escape. All right, let's take a look one more time, but we'll switch angles. So here we are. Now he wasn't controlling my head. Maybe I was here. I'm trying to punch. What I'm trying to do is really knock him out, right? So he needs to be aware that a big haymaker is coming, so he doesn't want to block with his head. He wants to block with his forearm and then add the shield. Boom. Shield, and then from here, watch the foot. I'll just straighten myself up so you guys can see what the foot does. Watch. The foot comes to the waist and pushes like a push kick. And now he could stand back up in base, okay? We'll do it in real time. So here, maybe he's holding the head for the first technique, and maybe I was able to break free. I'm coming in, boom. Push me off, push me off. There you go, good, all right? So, there's a couple of ways we like to drill. Many different variations, but here are two basic ones. The first ones that I feel you should get comfortable with for number one, like I said, self-defense, and number two, if you want to become a great mixed martial arts fighter. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching our video. Once again, leave us a thumbs up. If you have any questions regarding MMA techniques, leave them in the comment section below, and we'll be glad to answer. Until next time, guys.
We'll see you guys in the next video.
Take care.